Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Trudy.
Thanks for joining me here in bed.
It's okay.
In bed with Eadie.
I've been looking forward to it.
We're in Andrew's warehouse here at Satara, and it's enormous. And I'm sitting here facing meters and meters high of stock and boxes, it's fascinating. Now, Andrew, can you tell me a little bit about Satara and how it all started and the journey thus far?
Okay, Satara started about 10 years ago. I actually had a corporate life before Satara, so
What was that? What was it? What corporate world were you in?
I worked for Honeywell for about 15 years in the commercial property area. So we were involved in the construction of large commercial facilities and putting in systems and running prisons and hospitals and sports stadiums and commercial buildings and things. So I got a really good insight into property, and during that time I did a lot of renovating of houses. Which,
for yourself or as investment?
No, for ourselves, yeah, just home to home. And also did a fair bit of travel when we had time off, so anytime we could, we'd always save up our holidays, and my wife and I, Colleen, we'd head off around the world somewhere. So I developed a bit of an interest in property and in travel, and probably 20 years later, after the corporate world, we got into this business, which kind of involved the passions of making houses look good.
And travel.
Seeing the world, but also bringing a little bit of back of that, what you see around the world to your own house as well. So our business is all about, I suppose, enabling us to do that, and then enabling other people to enjoy that and get that feeling in their own houses or commercial spaces or hotels or resorts or whatever it is.
Fantastic.
That's how it started.
And was there a defining moment when you thought, I actually want to stop corporate life? It's not for me. Let's give this a plunge. Or was it something that you were doing on the side a little bit whilst you were still working in corporate? Or how did the transition happen?
I actually started working for a big software company during the height of the .com boom, and also when it crashed as well. And it wasn't a nice place to be. It was a very dog eat dog kind of business, every man for himself. And I thought, well, I'm sick of working for these wealthy American owners, and I'd like to always had a bit of a passion to get out and do something for myself. So took a bit of time off, went and travelled around France for a few months, and
that's nice.
Looked at working out what kind of business we wanted to get into, and hence this is where we are.
Wow. And so did you always start, was Satara always outdoor furniture? Well, I know you've really grown the range. What did you start with? We
actually started off selling baskets, so picnic baskets and laundry baskets and storage baskets. So we just started doing a little bit of outdoor furniture at that time, and then really developed and grew the outdoor furniture side of the business, and started doing a lot of commercial projects. Finished places like Hayman Island, for instance. And then we really developed our indoor furniture range since then. So the business just continues to grow and grow and grow. So we do a mix of maybe 50% residential and 50% commercial work.
Fantastic. And did you have a plan? You seemed like in your former life, in the corporate world, the area that you were in, it was quite detailed and quite analytical. And was that your approach when you started Satara?
I always like doing things to plan, but I think when you come into your own business, you always think you're going to achieve things quicker than what actually happens. So, it's easy on a spreadsheet to say, okay, we'll double the business every year or whatever, but in reality, the market's changed. In the last 10 years, it's changed a huge amount. We've found that a lot of retailers we used to sell to started going direct to overseas and importing products themselves. A lot of them have gone out of business. But different things are changing. We've got online, we've got property styling becoming a huge industry in itself. So there's just it continues to change.
Are you predominantly outdoor furniture?
No. We're probably 50% outdoor and 50% indoor.
Right. Okay.
We find that we do have a bit of an indoor-outdoor feel to our range. So we do a lot of work, especially up in the northern states of Australia. So New South Wales coast and Queensland, where that indoor-outdoor kind of starts to merge together. But it's certainly got a huge indoor range, and continues to grow. There's so many, you know, amazing designers out there and new designs and things like that. And part of a challenge of, and you'd probably find yourself, there's so many different things you can do, and you just want to kind of do them all. But you've got to try and
rein
yourself in a little bit sometimes.
It's such a challenge. It's such a challenge. So how do you stay true to, because you're very well known in the market and you're very well respected in the market. How do you stay true to the Satara brand and be able to really focus on, you know, you're exposed to 100 different things that might be appealing and might be commercially viable. How do you narrow that down and really, what are your measures and checkpoints to stay true to the Satara brand?
Well, I suppose one of my main things is that, you know, would I use the furniture or the designs, or do I find them interesting myself at home? We also, you know, we've got a large friendship group, and most of our friends have got, you know, Satara outdoor furniture or indoor furniture or whatever. So you always want to be able to stand behind your product. I think in choosing what we do, I'm not about choosing things that maybe are cheap and they'll sell more. We want to do things that are good quality, got a really good design element to it, and something that, you know, I can stand behind as my name. And so we'll be proud of it. So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so, Colleen, your wife, how do you guys work together? How do you find it?
We work really well, actually.
Yeah.
It's interesting working with, you know, your partner. Some days she comes to work and I get home and I've actually asked her how her day was, forgetting that she was actually working here. So when we're at work, it's like, you know, we're not partners. It's, you know, we're just work colleagues. And then when we get home, we'll try not to talk about work too much. Although the type of work we do is we try and live kind of that philosophy as well. So it's good having that flexibility in your own business to be able to work and balance your lifestyle and everything with, you know, we obviously all work hard, but you want to enjoy what you do as well, and that's really important to me. So,
fantastic. And so Eadie and Satara have a great collaboration. So we have our range done here for our wholesale customers and designer customers. What is it about Eadie that you think works well with Satara?
And your range is so big, so many different colours, textures, things like that. So you know, we can always find something that creates a bit of a new look, a bit of a different feel, whether we want to be kind of nice and casual or something a bit more you know, luxe and formal. So you've got really, in your range, you've got something that meets all those criteria. So I've certainly got a lot of your cushions and bed linen and stuff at home. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on the success. It's always lots of fun when we come down, and you always make us feel really welcome, and we're really proud to be associated with the Satara brand.
Likewise.
So thank you.
Thank you
for joining me today.